Everybody, today we're dealing with Proverbs 4:23, keep thy heart. So I'll read it for you. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. I've dealt very extensively with homosexuals, particularly young people, and if they're honest and not being pressured by their friends, they'll tell you, I keep hearing the same story over and over again. I was drugged, I was abused, I was passed around as a sex toy. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I feel, what's right. And I often talk to them using this illustration. Feelings are real. They're very often not true. And an illustration I will give is that if you go to a Hollywood movie, and I don't suggest you do, I think you should stay away from that. But if it's a well-made movie, you will laugh, you will cry, you'll be on the edge of your seat, you'll be in suspense, you'll be angry at the bad guys, you'll be very happy when justice is done. Half the world might die, but the guy got the girl at the end of the movie, and you'll leave there feeling very happy. You'll be emotionally satisfied. You've been taken on an emotional roller coaster trip. You've been moved by these Holly weirdos, and you feel good when you leave, and you want to see it again. Guess what? Nothing you watched was real. It was all made up. And in fact, if it came from Hollywood, it was perverted. The feelings are real. They weren't true. How many times have we all walked down the street humming a tune or with a tune stuck in our head because it was a catchy tune? Did you consider the words? Did you consider where the tune came from? If you did, you probably should not have felt happy about that song, but you did, and you want to hear it over and over. You felt good about what you should have felt terrible about. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got this t-shirt too, but I got the other t-shirt. You've been manipulated. You've been messed with by demons. You're the victim of sorcery and witchcraft. Now, I'm not saying that you should never do art, that you should never tell a parable or make a song. That isn't exactly out of the King James Bible. I mean, the Psalms are the Word of God. Psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, you don't have to quote the Word of God to make a song. But what I am saying is that you should always glorify the Lord. His salvation, His goodness, His might, His purity, His power, what is true, what is right, what is good, what is just. I am not saying you should never do arithmetic. Joe had 5 cows. Joe sold 2 cows. How many cows does Joe have? See, that wasn't true. It's not a lie. It's arithmetic. I'm not saying do not partake in art. Do not ever tell a story. But always be uplifting, be glorifying of the Lord, of what is right, of what is true. Do not manipulate. Do not put on an air. Do not put on a persona. That is witchcraft. Do not try to manipulate people. That is witchcraft. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. And ask the Lord to change your heart. We all love many things that we should not. We give our emotions to things that we should not. But ask the Lord for a new heart and a new mind and a new affection. He can do what you cannot do. That's why we follow Him by faith. Not necessarily sight, although we see great things from the Lord, but we follow him by faith, and we follow him by his word. Faith cometh through hearing, and hearing through the word of God. Ask him for a new heart, a new life, and a new affection, and set your emotions on what is right and good, and not what is perverse. God bless.